Hello! I made the mistake of buying my mother a soup maker. I bought it for her, I gave it to her, I went away for a weekend, I came back and half of it is still left on my dining table with a note on it that says, Stevie, I have only washed the dishwasher pieces, thought I'd wait the two others when you are around, kiss 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 Wednesday. And that was about 4 weeks ago. So yeah, brilliant. But this isn't the topic of this video. Let's check out what is. Okay, soup maker gone. Let's talk no more about that or I'll get angry. The topic of this video is what's in this box. What's in the box, I hear you say? Here's the box. Oh, just got to be careful I don't show the postage label because it's still on it. The reason the postage label is still on it is because I bought this ages ago, ages and ages ago, and it's sat in my front room since turning up from the courier, mainly because I've been back at work, so I haven't had any time to make any like unboxing videos or repair videos or anything like that. So the date on the shipping label is the 20th of March 2023. And it's now April. So yeah, that's sat around for 20th of February 23. Pretty much. So it's almost 2 months it's sat in there, not being touched. So I think we should probably get it out of the box and have a look at it, shouldn't we? Because if it's knackered, I don't think I can send it back now because, well, it's too long ago. Label. Get rid of that bit, get rid of the barcode. So, yeah, I can't even remember anything about this one, to be honest. I know what it is, I can't remember what it comes with, can't remember how much I paid for it. Ooh, excuse you, can't remember anything apart from what the machine is. So let's open this box. Let's see if it's survived its journey. I hope it has, because, well, I'm in trouble if it hasn't. Let's get it on the floor. Ah! There we go. Okay. Loads of paper in here. Actually packed really well, which is great to see. Did it come with the attachments? Do you know what? I honestly can't recall. I cannot recall anything about the machine. Now, I haven't had one of these for a long time. A long time. And I think in one of the Q&A videos, I explained to you what I think is the reason that I got into collecting vacuum cleaners. And if you recall, I mentioned that my father used to be a caretaker in a secondary school. And back in 1981, he brought one of these machines home. And this is the exact model that he brought home because he knew that I liked to play with machines and take them apart and everything. So that one didn't work, and we never actually managed to get that machine going. And that was like the genesis, I guess, of my obsession with vacuum cleaners. They're all around me and I love them. And this machine is also another childhood vac. I mean, I know the first one was obviously a childhood vac, but this model was very, very popular back in the 70s and 80s. You used to see them everywhere. And my Auntie Joan, who I believe is still alive, that sounds awful, doesn't it? I don't know if she's alive or not, but she wasn't like a real auntie. She was a friend of my auntie. So she was always known to me as Auntie Joan. And I'm pretty sure she's still alive, and I'm pretty sure she's 96 now, around that area, mid 90s. And I am sure that she still has her version of this. I've mentioned her to you before because the red Hotpoint Super Upright, she had one of those as well, and she bought one of those new in like 87, 88, and this machine that she owned went upstairs, so that then became her upstairs vacuum cleaner. I swear to God that is still upstairs in her cottage to this very day. I'm sure it is. Well, we have a hose, that's good. Not in the best condition. We have some PVC tape around that end. That's fine, that can be sorted out. We have some PVC tape around that end. That's fine, that can be sorted out. Those of you in the know will see this bent end. Machine. That's the bent end. This machine end, and you'll instantly know what it is. Of course it is, because it's a classic, iconic Hoover machine. There's your crevice tool. Is there anything else in here? Tool-wise, I'll have to have a dig. I will have a dig, but let's have a look at the machine. Oh, it's like giving birth. There we go. Ta-da! It has been so long since I have owned a blue and white Hoover Constellation 8678. And just an unbelievable amount of years, which is ridiculous, because as I say, these were common as muck. They were everywhere. Everyone had one of these. And this particular machine is from June of 1973. Oh my God! It's almost 50 years old. Isn't that fantastic? The 50-year-old 867A Hoover Constellation. Oh, got some not great paint there. And the paint is, yeah, it's going here as well. They always did this, sadly. They always did start to rust. If they weren't stored very well, they would really, really go bad. I'm just having a feel in the box. No. So that's what we get. We get a hose and we get a crevice tool, which is fine because I have tools for these. This generation of Constellation shared its toolkit with the early Freedoms. I have those kits upstairs. I've got the aluminium rods. I've got the classic Hoover flip over floor tool. So that's fine. We can find those easily. I guess really we should have a look inside. So let's take the cable off. I'm just looking at this handle. Yeah, I'm in two minds about whether or not that's a genuine Hoover part, actually. It may have been replaced at some point in the machine's life. I know you can't see that particularly well, but not sure on that. It's such a classic look to these machines, isn't it? It's so space age. It's, yeah, just so 1950s. It's like it's 1959, but with a different colour scheme. It's wonderful. What we got inside? We have a mouldy dust bag, to be expected. Is this genuine Hoover, I wonder? Oh dear. Ugh. This has been stored in a damp garage. Okay, that bag's no good. It is. My God, look at that. It's a genuine Hoover dust bag. Let's just oh, can we get rid of that? Oh. Yeah, that's some genuine 70s dust in there. And genuine 70s mould too. It's not too bad inside. There is signs of rust around the rim, which is not great, but yeah, what do you expect really? I mean, the machine's 50 years old. It's 50, so you know. Oh, lovely. There's some more dirt. So when I turn that on now, this dirt is just going to go poof everywhere. Let's push that into Mum's soup maker. Just I doubt that will ever leave this room. Let's have a look underneath. Well, to be honest with you, that is quite surprising. If you look at the machine's base, how to tell on a Constellation that they haven't been used much is to look at its bum, because the telltale sign is when all the paint is rubbed away from this rim here. And as you can see on this one, it's not bad actually. So yeah, that's pretty good. The paint always rubs off because obviously, you know, the machine is in contact with the floor all the time. You would argue that, well, it's floating, it's not really floating, it's more sort of hovering. And then of course people drag them over hard floors and surfaces, and many of these machines would have been relegated to the garage when their useful life in the house was was up. They would have been replaced with something more modern. And then, yeah, they went to the garage to clean the car. And then they were put outside on the driveway, smack down, dragged over the hard surface of the driveway. Yeah, and then that always made a mess on the base. But this one, not so much. It's pretty good. I will say that the paint is going here as well. I don't know if you can see that. The light's not great today, but this is very rough here. If I run my hand over its bottom, it's very rough here. I suppose we should turn it on. I am a little bit reticent because this machine has the large barrel type suppressor in it, which is renowned for exploding, especially at 50 years of age. Oh, let's do it. Come on, let's do it. If it blows everything up, well, it does. Never mind. Let's pop the plug in. Let's see what happens. Oh, right. You ready? You ready for the explosion? I'm going to stand up for this. I don't want my head near it. Well, you know what? That sounds really good. Even the bearings sound good, which is fantastic. Yeah. I'm very pleased with that. I'm not going to run it anymore because that suppressor is just wants to go now. It absolutely wants to go, and I'd be very surprised if anybody has ever taken it out or changed it. So it's probably the original one. Let's pop the hose in. There we go. Oh, it's a classic. Love it. Love it. So I can use this for cleaning my cars. Perfect. Unfortunately, the clip has gone there. Look, the clip that holds the tool or the rod in is gone. And find these with these machines. If you run your hand over the bent end like that, it's got dents, but it's got like dents that are in sequence on it, which is very strange, and it's been squeezed. I've got one of these hoses upstairs, which is almost flat, where it's been like crushed down the line here, and it's almost a completely flat bent end, which is very odd. But this one's had someone doing it to it at some point. I wonder if maybe the rods were stuck in it and they've gripped it with a tool to try and get the rods out. That may be the case. Yeah, it's strange. So not the best hose in the world, sadly, but nevertheless, it's a hose. It can be fixed. It can be brought back to life. So I think what we'll do then, we'll call it quits for it in this video. It's finally out of the box. We've seen it. It works. It's fantastic. Gonna have to do some work on this one. Definitely gonna have to do some work. I'm not gonna touch the paint on it because I have found in the past if you try and do work on these, you never get it looking quite right again. And it's not like it's a mint version of this cleaner. You know, this is just one that was reasonably priced. I will look up and see how much I paid for it if it's still in my eBay purchase list. But it's lovely to have one again. It's really nice. Really glad that I've got it. It can go with its brothers and sisters somewhere in the house, probably in the attic. I think all my Constellations are in the attic, I think. It's not the best place for them, but they are metal, so they don't discolour, which is always good. And at least it's dry up there. So what we'll do is, in a future video, we'll take it apart, we'll give it a service, we'll put a new bag in it, we'll clean the filter, we'll take the suppressor out, we'll give the bearings some grease and some oil, and we'll clean the fans. So that's the future plan for this machine. Thank you ever so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to do the usual commenting, subscribing and liking. And I will see you in a future video. You take care. Bye.